What's good, y'all? It's your boy RORVIS Paradox, aka Docs Brando. Mr. Julian's back. The voice of the locals is here, and I finally have prepared it. I've cooked it. This is what we've been waiting for. We are here for the top 5 mid-year list. So this is the local albums, this is mainstream albums, and this is local songs, mainstream songs. Those are the only sections I'm doing. This isn't the movie category or anything like that. Movies, only a few that I've really gravitated towards this year, so we're gonna see how it is if I end up doing a movie one at the end of the year. But that's neither here nor there. We're here for the music. We're here for the music. So without further ado, let's get to the intro. Right, now to start off, you know we have to go to the local scene first. So we're doing local underground first. Now I do have an honorable mention right now that did not make the 5 just yet, and that was Ombre Black by my dog Vidala. Stellar project, about 9 tracks, concise, very V raps about luxury, and it's just exquisite. Honestly, it's such braggadocio. It's what happens when you're kind of influenced by that Bay Area where you just gotta be on your grind and whatnot. So that influence, that it's just good vibes, good music just to listen to motivate you, just that get up in the morning, do some shit for yourself type of music. Honestly, a very solid project. Did not make the 5, but you know, more than likely than not, it's gonna make the end of the year list. But solid project by my boy Vidala. But let's get into the actual 5. At number 5. We have Vagabond by Cream. Now, Cream is a local artist here from Phoenix. He is someone that has been in so many different spaces and whatnot. And I feel like this album encapsulates who he is as an artist. It's definitely an amalgamation of the different places and certain locations that have inspired him, influenced him, and made him the person that he is. So there's songs dedicated to Phoenix. There's songs dedicated to his time in London. There's songs dedicated to his Jamaican roots. You know, there's a variety of different songs, and this is a 20+ track album that's over an hour in time. But it doesn't overstay its welcome somehow. I don't know how he did it. It's 20+ songs, but like, even though I don't love every song, I don't hate every song. So when I listen to this project, I can just let it play, let it roll, and I can get geeked over the songs that I do like Conductor, like Shark, like PHX, like London Town, like all these. There's high points in the song. Price of the Brick going up as well. There's a variety to this project, so I think there's something for everyone here if you're interested in that type of artist. He's someone that is not, I wouldn't say like a technical rapper in essence, but like he can say some slick shit that you enjoy, or just he says the right words where it's just enough to pair with the great production he's rapping over, and he helps kind of curate the vibe that he's trying to portray and wants out to his audience. You know what I mean? So I feel like he does an excellent job as a composer, as an artist, you know, in that space. And I just enjoy the music. Honestly, I can't really go much further. So that's number 5 at Vagabond. At number 4, we have Stop Being Scared by my dog Corbin Stewman. Friend of the show, makes the music for the show, and this is not to gas or be biased. Of course I'm biased, and I know my bias is, but I honestly do like this project. The production is still stellar coming from Corbin. His raps are still cutthroat, very introspective. Corbin is just a guy that stays in his own head a lot. So these are the breaches of that, when he's able to expose how he's feeling about certain things. It's through his music. This is his diary. Word to my dog, word to my goat, one of my goats in Scarface, who we share mutual respect for, admiration. This is one of those where it's just like Corbin has taken a lot out of Scarface playbook, in essence of, you don't always need a hook on a song. You could just be rapping and just let that shit play out, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that work from him. I appreciate the stellar production. I appreciate him for letting me make the album cover. This is a dope album cover. I know y'all like this. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. But honestly, very solid project coming from Corbin. I don't know. At times I feel like it's one of my favorites, like it's in that top 3 from him. But sometimes it's just like, I don't know, he's made some good music overall, and just like, again, I appreciate the craftsmanship and dedication he has to his music. So at number 4 we have Stop Being Scared by Corbin Stewman. At number 3 we have Inner Child by Play-Doh. Now, as y'all know from last year when I talked about Zilu's Green Pastor's Child, that was my favorite album from the local underground scene last year. Still love that album, stellar. And what do you do when you add in another person that's also kin to that black hippie frolicking ass shit in Johnny Hayes? You put them together and you get Play-Doh. These dudes are so interesting because they just love positivity. You know what I mean? They just, the Play-Doh in essence is just kind of, and the album itself in Inner Child is kind of like that freedom, that positivity, that like the blind ignorance you had to what life could be once you got older. You know what I mean? That it's just such pure music, honestly, and you can get that in these songs, like with Four Walls, and one of my favorite songs, probably one of the most interesting productions I've heard in a while, in New Devotion. It's just beautiful music made by some beautiful soul people. Honestly, like, I just truly enjoyed this project. I've been listening to it a lot this week, and I can just play that to start off my day at work and just help settle my vibe. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm feeling a certain way, that probably like kind of just eases the tension, and I can just like kind of coast the start of my day. You know what I mean? Very stellar project for them. Very proud of these gentlemen. You know, I'm excited to see more of them. I'm hoping I can see some live performances between them. More, because I have seen them perform some of these songs, but I need to see New Devotion live. Me personally, I need to see New Devotion live. So definitely, highly enjoy, highly recommend. Inner Child by Play-Doh is number 3. At number 2, we have Don't Cry by Kenny Hilton. Now, this has probably been my most played local underground album all year. Kenny Hilton, what I enjoy about him is that he understands he's a white boy in this space, but he's not trying to invade upon the space. He understands his role, and he's just trying to be himself. He's not trying to be a caricature, which I can appreciate from him. He's just, how I could put him, he is just a stylish ass white boy, and that's what he raps about. That's what he cares about. You know what I mean? And of course, he has some other introspective things that he can throw in there, and a certain gems that only he can provide us with. But Kenny is someone that provides that certain energy that is missing in music in some spaces, and I appreciate that he is here still trying to make noise for himself. You know, If I Was Good is probably one of my favorite songs of the year, honestly. Like, it's just simple. Like, Kenny is able to create songs where it just stays with you. You know, it's just like, it's simple. If I was good, if I was good. It's just like, you just sing it the whole day. It's just like a song like that, you know. If I wish I was alright, if I wish I was good, you know, that's how I kind of take that song, you know what I mean? But like, nah, bro, it's just, I don't know. Kenny has just provided us with very solid music. It's a very condensed project. It's not even 10 songs on here, but each of them impactful. Don't overstay the welcome. Let you know they're present. Let you feel them, and then it's on to the next. And then I also appreciate the visuals he's tying into these songs as well. He's definitely somebody that's going kind of the old way, where the video came with the music and it helped promote it in essence. Now, we don't necessarily need that per se as much anymore, but a quality video is always going to be appreciated, and I always appreciate that. And that same could be a saying with Play-Doh, as well as Cream too. Corbin got some interesting visuals as well, but actually almost everybody that's on this list have created visuals in some form or fashion. So that's something I'm noticing there. That's really cool. But that's neither here nor there. Very solid project from Kenny. That's someone that I've recently been more privy of, because shout out to my 808 boys. They put me on really because I watched his interview. And then I of course had the chance to interview him myself. And before that interview, I got to listen to more and more of his music. So that's where he's one of those artists you really could catch some things he's saying, but like you're not paying attention because the production is going on, and like the way he's rapping is just, he has a certain voice where sometimes you're not going to just catch anything. It's not that he's mumbling, it's just like, it's just his vocal inflections, if you will. Because when he said that fuck Phoenix Fashion Week, I was like, ooh, what the, ooh, you know what I mean? But the way he brought it up, he's saying Phoenix Fashion Week, and the point was that he's thinking about bigger things than just Phoenix Fashion Week. He's talking about he wants to go to Paris, he want to go to those fashion weeks. So we really see the shit, and I appreciate that. Again, he raps about what he cares about, what he's privy to, and then that's also tied into the production. Then you hit these snippets from different places and whatnot. So I appreciate what he's doing in the field, and I'm so excited to if the next time I get to see him perform, I'm ready for it, because he's also one of those ones where he commandeers the crowd. He's trying to interact with you. He's pointing shit out. He's talking this shit live, and I can appreciate that. And I know seeing this album perform live is going to be one of those good moments for me. So at number 2, we have "Don't Cry" by Kenny Hilton. Now at number 1 is recent. I know, but I literally can't help it. It's Desert Punk by Sam X. This is a project I've been anticipating for over a year now, for months. Recently, these niggas been lying to me about release date and whatnot, but we finally got it. They dropped it on Monday, and it's everything that I wanted. I had no expectations for it, but I knew that these 5 gentlemen would not let me down. Stellar production from K-Joe, and then some guest production in some areas. Stellar rapping from each of them as per usual. This really feels like they're staking their claim in music. It feels like when you finally get to Sincerely X, it's just, Sincerely X is probably my favorite song on the album that's not one of the singles. It's just, Sincerely X is just rapping, nigga. They're just rapping their fucking ass off. And when you get to Pluto's verse, Pluto is a secret gem of that group. Pluto's a secret gem in that group. Pluto, all of them kind of in certain spaces will talk about what they've gone through, but like when Pluto peels back them layers, it brings you to tears. And this is not even the first time he's done it. Like when he was trying to work on his own solo music, when he peels back the layers and he touches into that emotional depth, bruh, like fuck, man. Oh my god. But no, all of them on it, high energy, the Desert Punk theme, and then them feeling kind of like outcast in a way. And I can understand, because as much as I talk about Sam X, not too many other people are talking about them. So in a way, Desert Punk is kind of this is what Phoenix is to us, but it's also a fuck you to everybody in Phoenix that ain't fucking with us. And I respect that. I truly do respect that and understand where they're coming from. To put so much energy, so much thought, blood, sweat, tears. Like, they put so much effort into everything they do, and to not get the props, can sometimes feel like it can rub you the wrong way, especially when you've been busting your ass. Sometimes you don't always need somebody to pat you on the back, but a good pat on the back sometimes feel fucking good. I understand that. So yeah, it's fuck everybody. And if you ain't with Desert Punk, get right or get left, nigga. Dead serious. 18-track album. And this is probably the best amount of songs. Like, I like a good 14 to 18 tracks. I think this is perfectly placed as long as you know how to order the track listing, set the tone, everything aligns. Everything flows within this album. Like, even with songs that like I feel like kind of disrupt the like certain tone, the thematics that they're going for. Like with Stacks is just like, is a turn up song for sure. But hold on, let me stop to talk about Stacks, because K-Dro, you son of a bitch, when you add in that G-Funk, that shit was that's oh my god, that shit tough. That G-Funk add in beat, oh my fucking god, dude, that's when it gets nasty. Anyway, but the album just flows. It's perfect. I think it truly is. It probably is their best project, because I've been a fan of them since 2023. That's when I got introduced, and this is the lore you've already heard me talk about before. But to see them go from Ghetto, and before that with Society, to get to Desert Punk, this is true growth in artistry. And what I love about them is that they respect hip-hop as an art form. They're not treating it like how Lil Yachty would say, like he's an artist and he's like hip-hop is not as deep or whatever, any of that bullshit. Hip-hop can be anything you want it to be, because that's how it's created anyway. We're bringing in a whole bunch of different sounds, mixing beats, and having a good time. So why can't we have some guitar riffs? How come we can't have some different beat patterns? How come we can't? And I feel like with Desert Punk, it's showing that Arizona is diverse in the music scene, and I can agree with that. We have rappers, we got R&B artists, we got pop artists, we got rock bands, we got jazz artists. Like, Arizona is tough as fuck. And I think an album like this really encapsulate how vast it can be. So at number 1, Desert Punk by Sam X is my top of the list right now for the mid-year top 5. Now, next up, we are going to the mainstream albums. I do have an honorable mention, and that is It's Been Awful by Isaiah Rashad. This is a great return to music for Isaiah. I'm glad that he's better mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. This album definitely shows recovery for an artist that's been going through so much in the public eye for as long as he's been here. It just did not make the cut. It was so close. It was at 5 for a while, but like the new 5 took over. So stellar project, absolutely did enjoy it. It just, I might need more time with it. I know it's been a few months, but even still, it's just like it's not there. It's not there for me to be in the 5. But at number 5, we do have Chrysalis Coda by Genevieve. This is my introduction to her. I just so happened to come upon her on Spotify. Like, one of the albums I was listening to stopped, and then one of her songs came on. I was like, okay, I'm liking what I'm hearing, so let's go ahead and listen to a full album. This album is 2 discs, about 20 plus tracks. The disc 2 is about maybe like 5 songs or so, give or take. It's really like a bonus, while being a bonus. I get it, but she is just here for the R&B girlies. Just beautiful voice, great production, stellar vocal performance. It's just like everything I want to hear. I just love her music. I love her voice. Just very interesting tracks and whatnot. It's just, what else can I say? Like, you always need a R&B album around to like just heal your soul a little bit, and that's how I feel about this project. And over listening to it again, it's just like it had to make the 5 for me. That's where it's at. Genevieve, the Chrysalis Coda, is at number 5. At number 4, we do have Bulldog by Kenny Mason. Now, Kenny Mason is an artist out of Atlanta that I've been knowing for a while. This is one of my brother's favorite rappers. I recently got to see him perform this whole album live, and I was already kind of interested in this project anyway. So hearing that he was coming to Arizona to perform, simple math. And Kenny, akin to Sam X, not that he's a complete outcast in a way, because he has his group that he messed with, but Kenny is a rebel in a way. He is somebody that's kind of counterculture, if you will, because like, to be such a rapper that has the lyrical ability, has vocal range to sing his hooks if he wants to, and has the energy to get into the punk atmosphere, to get into that like kind of like that rage type of music where you're in a mosh pit just going crazy. And number 1, mosh pits for black people are a little bit different. It's not like y'all barbarians sometimes. Lord have mercy. We get rowdy, but shoot, y'all, I'm not trying to do that type of mosh pit. That's neither here nor there. Sorry about that. But Bulldog was just a stellar project from top to bottom. I just enjoyed every track. It just, I don't know, he just sets the tone for himself. And Kenny's been somebody that I've always been privy to. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite features on Stick by Dreamville. But he's somebody that I just never always listened to. Like, but when I did listen to him, I appreciate it. He did his thing. This is one of those cases. So like, I have to give him his flowers. I gotta do my due diligence as a reviewer, as somebody that's trying to be tapped into music. This is a great project that I think all of y'all should check out. So at number 4, we have Kenny Mason's Bulldog. At number 3, we have A Junkie in the Sun by Deontay Hitchcock. Now, Deontay Hitchcock is an artist that I found back in 2020 because he had a song with Jid, and y'all know I mess with JID heavy. And it was a great song. I remember listening to that first album, and it's solid. But like, it's not like he disappeared per se, but like, I kind of like fell off with listening to him so heavily. But recently I was seeing his posts on Twitter and he was just talking about his album, all that. And you know, being me, I was like, hey man, I'm gonna give it a spin. This is he ain't a nobody, but like, yeah, I'm giving you a spin. And I listened to this album, and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful body of work. Junkie in the Sun Junkie in the Sun is an album that is so beautiful, but the things he's talking about are so harsh. Like, he's gone through a lot, and he's just releasing all the tension, all the feelings he's had, all the thoughts he's had into this music, and it's appreciated. It's beautiful. And then one song in particular, that Electric Revival, the Outkast influence is crazy. Like, you can hear it, but it's his own thing. So it's not like he's just like ripping them. It's just like, he's from Atlanta, so like, of course you have to be privy to them, but like, to do something like Electric Revival is just, nigga, fucking mind-boggling. Like, and it's just mainly him. Like, there's a few features on this project, and each of them do their thing, but this is really his time to shine. It's his stage, and I appreciate him releasing such a body of work. So Deontay Hitchcock, I salute you, my sir. This is a great album. I'm excited for what's next, and if you're doing a tour, I want to hear this perform live. I need that for sure. Electric Revival is gonna go wicked. Oh my god, that needed. Anyway, that's number 3, Junkie in the Sun by Deontay Hitchcock. At number 2, we have my boy Vince Staples with Crybaby. Crybaby is such an interesting album because, like I was talking about with Sam X, and the way I was talking about it's just Sam X in this way. Vince understands that hip-hop can be whatever we want it to be, and he shouldn't be pigeonholed to be a certain framework, a certain type of rapper his whole career. They've been trying to make him like this gangster rapper this whole time. Yes, that's his experience or whatnot, but there's more to him, and he's just conscious. He's not necessarily somebody that I think of as he's like somebody that's going to be on the front lines, and he's somebody we should look at as a leader, but he's somebody that sees what's going on and is just speaking on it. And I love that for him. And to use the different punk influences and sounds just makes it better, because there's so many different artists that are black that were forefathers in the punk space, you know what I mean? But you wouldn't know that because with a lot of cases with music, black people have been there first, but black faces aren't what sell with that music. So for him to, his first time being independent and push forward with such a hard-hitting project, I absolutely love it. I adore it. I love the sounds I'm hearing. I love the rapping he's on. Like, he's been solid all of the 2020s period. He's been solid for me. But this album stands out. This sounds like an album he's been wanting to make forever. And you only saw glimpses of this type of moments from Vince, like with Big Fish Theory. Big Fish Theory was so different compared to all his previous works, and it felt like he had to do a hard reset after doing such a risk. And they made him kind of stay in a certain area because they didn't want him messing with certain sounds. And I'm glad he said fuck you as soon as he could. Vince, this is a stellar project. This might be my favorite Vince Staple album. Now, that might be stretched, that might be recency bias. I don't care. I like this project a lot. I haven't felt so excited for a Vince Staple project since I first heard about him. I haven't felt this excited since maybe like summertime 06. And I love a lot of his projects going forward, but really something that like I gravitate towards, that like it just gives me a certain feeling. This is what it does. This is such a stellar project. I love this album. I love this album a lot already. And I might have to rob my brother because he just got that as a birthday gift. So I might have to take that vinyl if I can put it back there just as a prop, just for a little bit. He probably be okay with that. Shh, don't tell him. But now we're here. We're at number 1. My favorite mainstream album currently on my mid-year top 5 list. And at number 1 is still Casino by Baby Keem. Since this has came out, there's no other album that I have enjoyed to this extent. Baby Keem peeling back the layers, getting more emotional depth, getting better with his rapping. And some people say, did he really get better? Yes. If you can hear the certain cadences and flows, the different vocal inflections, the different pockets he's going within, yes, he's a better. Now, is he the typical lyrical rapper? No, but that's okay. Can he rap? Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna need y'all to back up with all that hate. Baby Keem is great. As a producer, he's phenomenal. And the way he's curating and he's kind of like a general with the way he executes and puts certain pieces together for songs, because he works with different producers as well, so it's not like a fully produced song by him, but the way he orchestrates, he puts them in certain places and line up, you know what I mean? It's very interesting to hear, and it's like every single song I rock with, and the song is such a roller coaster, so many different emotions. But that's what happens when you're in Vegas, when you're in casino. You got the highs and lows, you got the hot hands, sometimes you're fucked up, and now you out, you down bad, you done crapped out. And that's what the type of album this is. It gives you so many different emotions, and a lot of people say it's all over the place, but that's the point. That's the point, and I love it. He embodied the thematics and the glitz and glamours and the dirt and grime of Vegas, and I love this album dearly. I truly love this album a lot. So that's my number one, Casino by Baby Keem. Now lastly, we are going to do top 5 local songs as well as top 5 mainstream songs. So we're gonna do this section together. So let's go ahead and start with the local scene. Let's start off with If I Was Good by Kenny Hilton. I love that fucking song. Probably the most listened to one so far. Secondly, we have Sincerely X by Sam X. Now there's a lot of great songs on Desert Punk. Dust Devil, Bike Chain, that's fire. Of course, Stadium Hits. Like, there's a few songs we already heard before, but there's something about Sincerely X that's special. That song is fucking special. Shark by Cream, phenomenal. And it's one of those songs that's like, it's simple, but like, I feel like a shark. If I start moving, I'm gonna die. If I start moving, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, like, it's just, I don't know, it just gets me to a certain headspace when I hear that song. I love it. New Devotion by Plato. Beautiful instrumentation, great vocal performances. What else can I say? Just listen to it for yourself. And then lastly, there's a couple of options I could have put here, but I'm going to put 92 Jag by V Dollar. There was something about that one. He was just in his bag. He was just getting in his bag, and I just appreciate that part. It's just, I don't know. It just works. Definitely recommend listening to these full projects and whatnot. Mainstream songs. There's a lot of songs I could choose off of Casino, but my favorite songs is Sex Appeal. Him, Baby Keem, and motherfucking Too Short gave me the vibes I needed. It's just like, it's just energetic. I don't know, it's too much sex appeal. Too much sex appeal. Hey, too much. Hold on, let me chill. Sex Appeal is my favorite song. I could choose I'm Not Lyricist. I could choose 95 Highway Part 2. Highway 95 Part 2. I could have chose Circus Freestyle. But Sex Appeal is probably my favorite song right now. That, if I could choose, I'm probably choosing Sex Appeal. I love those songs too, but Sex Appeal is the one. Cotton by Vince Staples. So brash, so... Vince Staples is just great. It's just great. I love that song. Mutt That Be by The Scythe. Man, Denzel Curry creating this group, and the Welcome to the Scythe is already a great project. I really love that one. I didn't put it on. It just barely missed the cut. It's going to be on the end of the year list for sure. But Mutt That Be is just energetic. It's just, I don't know what you want. As soon as I get in my bag, I'm a Mutt That Be. As soon as I get in my bag, I'm a Mutt That Be. It's that Shake Your Dread music, and I appreciate it. I absolutely adore it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Number 4, Electric Revival by Deontay Hitchcock. In fucking sane track. I love it so much. I just love it. There's not even much I need to get into it. And number 5, Motion Party by Boss Man D-Lo. Boss Man D-Lo gonna make a song that you can fuck with. This a motion party you cannot get in? Bad bitch love me. He just be talking this shit. He just talk shit. That's so. Sometimes you don't need to be a crazy rapper. Can you talk shit? Can you sound good talking shit? Can you? Yes? Then I fuck with you. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's so simple. It's so fucking simple. But that is the report from my mid-year top 5. Did I miss an album that you like? Is there a project that you're messing with heavy? Please let me know down below. What have you been listening to? What's been driving you crazy? What's been your anthem? Let me know. And this could be something local. This could be mainstream. But what have y'all been spinning? Let the boy Docs know, for I can tap in, listen, and maybe, even though it didn't make the mid-year, it could be on the end of the year list. Huh? Help me help you help us grow. This is your boy, RORVIS Paradox, Mr. Genuine, the voice of the locals, aka Docs Brando. And I'll see y'all again next time. Peace.